profitable because it's good for us. And that's how we build profitability in. You can do it any way you like, but we like to make it visual. So this was very much a big notice board in the cafeteria. So every time you were in there, you got reminded of how well you were doing. And it had a good feeling about how the business was going. That's how we built it in there. You can do it whichever way you choose, but we commend you to think about sharing profitability with your employees. Now, I'm going to move on, if I might, just to purposeful communication. I do get managers saying to me sometimes, I don't think you can communicate enough. I don't agree with that. I go to lots of companies where there's so much communication, they don't know what to do with it all. Yeah? There's emails, endless emails, there's phone calls, there's notes, there's meetings, there's communication. We've had it up to here with communication. We would like a rest from it. Thank you. Or we would like to make it purposeful communication. It's really going to contribute to how we want the business to shape up. So, excuse me. We get managers saying different things, like things like this. Well, we all communicate with each other already. We don't have to do any formal communications. I don't know, do you call it team briefing here in Malaysia? We call it team briefing, but basically every month you have a briefing which comes from senior management down through the business. Does that happen here? Do you call it team briefing here? No? Well, we call it team briefing here. Well, I can't see why we need team briefing. I can see why we need it in the factory, but we don't need it in the office. Come on. We all know what we need to know already. We tried team briefing once and it didn't work. Our foreman didn't know how to do it. The union won't let us talk to our people. Do you have any problems like that with unions saying we talk to our people, not the management? Does that happen here at all? It certainly happens in the States and it certainly happens in the UK. It's too formal for our informal management style. People will just use the meetings to complain. So let's not have any meetings and we're always having complaints. That's a good idea. And after the first few weeks, we'll run out of information. They don't want to hear all that stuff. It gets boring. So we hear all these complaints about communication, but I have to say we tend to ignore them. But when we run attitude surveys, the thing that comes out as the source of information for most people is the grapevine. Do you call it the grapevine here in Malaysia? Yeah. And every time we do a survey with companies, grapevine comes out number one as the source from which they get most information. And the grapevine is, as you know, it comes faster. You get it quicker. It's never the whole truth. There's always a grain of truth, yeah? And so you say to your man, is this right? I've heard a rumour that we're going to have such and such. Well, no, I don't know about it. But 2 days later, something comes out on the notice board and it confirmed your worst fears on the rumour. And you say, that manager knew all the time. And of course, he didn't know all the time. But you accuse the manager of being too forked, being duplicitous. And it's very hard for managers, if you don't keep them up to date, there are people begin to think that the grapevine is more worthwhile than listening to anything else on the notice board. Now, when we then ask people, what is your preferred source of information? And we give them choices, maybe 14, 15 different choices. This is a typical result. This is from a 2,000-person survey. We ask them to say what their top 3 choices are, and always, every time, the immediate manager comes out as number 1. This is the person we prefer to get the information from. The first line manager. Now, why do they say that? Well, 2 things. A notice board is only one way. But a manager, you can ask them questions. So it's 2-way. That's the first thing. The second thing, he talks in our language. It may be manager speak on the notice board, but when we talk to the manager, he talks like he's talking to his friend, so we understand it better. And we also know that what the manager does, we only get the notice board once a month or the team briefing once a month, but we see the manager every day. What's important in this about the manager is, if there are, let's say, 20 working days in a month, roughly, a and he spends some time communicating once a month for, I don't know, an hour. Let's say it's half a day. That is 1/40th of the working month that he's talking to you. And if he's communicating what the business says, that's fine. But you see, what he does every day has more impact on you than what the company says. If the company says we are committed to quality, but every day you see the manager passing off items which are not up to quality standard, you then believe that what the manager does is what the company actually thinks. And so what you see on the notice board are just words. And it's important in communications that your feet follow what your mouth says. I can't emphasize this enough. People ignore what you say in your communications if it does not match what you actually do in practice. And the people think that the manager is the company. What they see the manager doing every day is what they think the company thinks. That's what the company is accepting. So, excuse me. One of the things we do is, I've mentioned it before, we run attitude surveys. And this is a typical attitude survey. This is for a company of about 1,000 people, and it's very typical. Now, have a look at these questions. I understand the goal the company wants me to achieve. Well, 50% of production say yes, I do. 50% of marketing say I do. 86% of management say we do. But only 25% of people in the office think they do. Absolutely, 71%. But when we go to customer service, it's down to 56%. I think things are improving, absolutely, as managers. We haven't seen anything from the person, people in information systems, and only 25% of marketing think so. How satisfied are you with the information you receive about the company? Not satisfied at all. My manager sees contributing ideas as important. In marketing they do, but not down in production. I have all the materials and equipment I need to do a good job. Well, I think they do, but not in quality department, not in information system department. Look at these scores. They tell you what they think. And not only do they tell you where to go to make things better. And that's important. Now, have a look at purposeful communication. People can run out of time here and decide where you think you are now on communication. Number 11. Concentrate on the downward channel. But the upward channel is never as strong. The getting messages up from down in the front to top management is very weak in most cases. Is that the case? Is that what you find in your companies? Well, I can give you just two examples of channels that work. And one is an IBM system. It's called a speak-up system. Very simple. And the speak-up system works like this. You can write any question on your little bit of paper, the speak-up system. I would like an answer to this question, please. And you can name the person from whom you want the answer. Either the managing director, or the sales director, or whomever. Or I don't know who to ask. Perhaps you could refer this question to the right person.